I am live. Cheers to you, especially today if you're watching this as a VOD. If you are one of the die-hard people trying to learn something on this fucking channel, today is a day you will certainly learn something. So, good for you, and welcome to the VOD, because no one's here yet in the live world of liveness. Cheers. Drink beer. Oh, you're going to learn today. I am going to teach you guys the value of system programming. And I'll explain why system programming will save your organization or efforts fucking heaps of time. So I have done some system programming. A bunch of motherfucking system programming. Welcome, Nasty Maddie. You're about to see some shit. You're about to learn something. When you do system programming, what you're doing is you are, instead of doing one task, you are doing every task. So, for example, the idea came up of, hey, we're going to have an item that does something different than just cutting people and stuff and colliding. So the first one was the consumable item. But I had vision at that time when I made the consumable item to know that these items are going to have universal properties, and that if I take care of some of these tasks at the beginning and make them universal and laws in the world of this game and physics, I never have to do them again. And I think you're going to be shocked at the level I've been able to take this. But let's start with the first example. We made this gun, okay? I'm going to show you the gun. It's right here. It's this Desert Eagle. It is this game object. It has, let's look at the inspector. It has a sprite renderer, a polygon collider, a rigid body, a item collision sound effect, which every item has, and then an item script. In the item script, I have a new place. It doesn't look like much, but this spot has special ability settings. Two things are in it. One is the is gun button, on or off, just telling whether or not you hold it like a gun. And then the next one is the special ability, which can be anything. And I have several. Right now I have Desert Eagle and Flame Rod. And I also have the Tomato Heal ability here. So 3 total abilities. And when I... Hold on. Get back to Desert Eagle. When I define the special ability here, I can double click on that, and inside it, oops, that's the wrong one. God damn it. That is actually the wrong ability. There we go. If you double click on this, you should be able to get inside there and actually look at the gun settings. So this lets me not just build the Desert Eagle, it lets me build any effing gun I want, because I can just go in there and mess with all this shit, and it's all ready to go. So I've got ability to put a slide open sprite in there to make it open and shut, no matter what gun it is. If I decide to have 2 sprites, one of them can have an open slide, and it will automatically pop the shell out of that spot, which is dope. And the muzzle flash and duration are settable here, as well as the size of the magazine. The Desert Eagle has a magazine of 7, and then it's got a sound of what happens when the gun is out of ammo. It sounds something like this. And then it's got a reload sound, which sounds something like this. And you could change these, right? For whatever gun you make. You can make whatever guns. I'm about to make a ton of different items in front of us. We're about to do some wild crap. So then we get bullets per shot. Right now it's at 1. But you can, in a shotgun, shoot like 10 pellets if you want. Then you've got the spread angle, which again is for shotguns. And then you've got the burst fire count, which on a semi-automatic weapon like this is just 1. But it could go or an Uzi could be like. And then you've got the fire rate of 0. And these things have even tooltips on them that explain that 0 is semi-auto and over 0 is an automatic fire rate, which means you'll hold the button down and it will shoot at X rate per second. So any kind of weapon, essentially, at this point, I can make that is a gun that uses kinetic bullets. Kinetic bullets, mind you. There's other forms of physics. So what can we do with these kinetic bullets, you may ask? Well, obviously you can kill the players that are there. The way I've got this working at the moment is that shots to the head do double damage. So whatever the bullet damage is times 2. The bullet damage is 75 for a Desert Eagle 50 caliber. It's a lot of damage, meaning if it hits a regular body part twice, it'll kill it. And if it hits the head once, it'll be an end game blow. I'm going to take over Biden here. So he's got the ability to aim this thing, shoot it, watch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can see the bullets come out. And then I can't pull it anymore, so I have to reload if I want to shoot again. And mind you, I can deal with ammo and inventory management later. It's counting the bullets. It's got all this under control. So when you shoot a regular body part, it's going to splatter blood every time with the bullets, and it will do the 75 damage. A shot to the head is an instant kill, and it will take the head off. The momentum of the bullet at the time of death will push the body in the direction that it was going, which means that brutality is now off screen. We can't even see it. If I shoot a metal item, I can't hit it. Damn it. It'll reflect. Oh, I just shot the phone and the table. Yeah, if I shoot a wooden item or a breakable item, it'll break. No matter what it is, I can make anything breakable. And it has a certain amount of hit points, and it'll fall apart and go into the background, which is awesome. So I gotta hit this sword. Oh, it just reflected. And that one's not breakable. I'll get closer. It's hard to hit. So there is a scenario where it would reflect back and hit this guy. But anyway, we've got gun physics down. And then, of course, we can throw any item and pick up any item. And if it's consumable, we can eat that item. And all of this stuff is working now. So because I set it up as a system, not only does this stuff work, but any fucking thing that I make can now break and can now reflect if I want it to. If it's metal, it's going to reflect bullets. If it runs out of hit points, it's going to break if it's breakable. And yeah, you can shoot the katana, but it'll reflect the bullets. Yeah, it does reflect the bullets, Nasty Maddie. I'll show you again. Let me see if I can grab the bullets here. Ooh, Jesus Christ. All right, hold on. This thing is backwards. That's not what I want. Found a bug. All right, well, anyway, I've got it back to working. When I shoot this katana, if you look carefully at the bullet, You can hear it bounce. You can see it bounce too. Ooh, I saw that one almost hit me. But anyway, it does reflect the bullets. And when it's held by Trump, it reflects back at you very nicely sometimes if it's at a 90-degree angle. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. But yeah, you're definitely not going to break the katana because it has a quality. All items have these qualities. So you can look at inside any item. And if you look in the inspector, you can see I've already got everything defined here. So this is an is metal item. Anything that is metal is going to be not impacted by those bullets. So that's what's causing them to reflect. Now let's make some new stuff, guys. This is the fun part of today. I've just showed you that I made physics and that I made all items into items that can be made. Let's see how quickly I can make an arsenal. Are you guys ready? Yeah, you are. I don't care if you're ready or not. We're making a fucking arsenal. Let's go. The first thing we're going to make is an Uzi. Let's do it. Go to my sprite sets. And I'm going to copy my Desert Eagle. I'm going to paste it. And I'm going to double click it. I'm going to look at my inspector. I'm going to change the name of it to Uzi. I am going to change the sprite to Uzi. I am going to look at the gun effect inside this. I'm going to copy it. Okay, I just copied it. And now I've got an Uzi ability there. Can't see, but I'm going to get it. So I've got this Desert Eagle here that I'm changing into a Uzi. And I'm changing this into Uzi, which it is. And then I'm going to change this to Uzi. And I'm going to go down here and go to the gun ability and change it to Uzi. And then from here, wait, I just changed it to Uzi. Okay, the Uzi ability itself needs to be changed. Fix object name. There we go. It's back. Now I'll go back out of here. It's my Uzi, which has the Uzi ability. Yes. Now I double click Uzi. And I should look up what an Uzi has as far as its specs are concerned. So I'm going to do that. All right, so for this one, we're going to make it around 20 in the fire rate. It's very fast. 20 is the fastest there. And then burst fire count doesn't count. Spread angle is going to be 5. And bullets per shot is 1. We are going to choose a 32 round mag for this weapon. All right, that should do it. We should now be able to put that into play, I would think, as long as I've got the same sprite mask. And then also, if I take this Uzi and move it so that it's away from the Desert Eagle. Now I finally need to give its polygon collider a fresh set of coordinates, and now it is an Uzi. I think I'm done. Let's see if we've got a automatic weapon now that quickly. I think we do. Let's go. Now I am going to want to put the bullet size and the damage down eventually, but I'm just going to try this now. Okay, wish it luck. I've got the Uzi. I think I've done it. Overpowered much? That's freaking cool. It reminds me of Grand Theft Auto 1. It's so badass. Okay, anyway, so that's done. We've got that one done. Now, the next one's going to be the shotgun. Let's just do it. Let's just send it right out. We will save the... Gotta save our item first. We've got prefabs. There should be guns and some bullets in here somewhere. We'll throw our Uzi in here. We'll throw our Desert Eagle in here. They're beautiful. Beautiful finished items that just get made like that. I made that in like 2 minutes. We're going to make the next one, the shotgun, right now. So the first thing I do is go into this folder and copy the Uzi and paste it. Then I rename it. I call it shotgun. Done. I go to the shotgun. It is... It's an ability. I'm going to paste this. And we have to start renaming everything. This is going to be shotgun. And we're going to get in the inspector. And then it's called the shotgun. The prefab is going to be the shotgun prefab. We will deal with that. Right now, we want to go to the effect first, this thing. Because this is not right. So we go here, and what will happen is this shotgun effect is not correct. And we need to change it so that it's correct. So that is it. That's the ability, but it's not the right name, so I have to fix it, and then it works. And so now I can go back and call this thing a shotgun and get the shotgun sprite, which should be SHOT, and there it is. It is not the sawed-off shotgun, it's this one. No, it is the sawed-off. We want the sawed-off shotgun. Because otherwise I need to have a two-handed animation. Oh, the rampage is real. Nasty Maddie. The rampage is real. You're going to see some things happen to Byte Binge that you shouldn't see. In fact, I'm going to do that right now as well. I'm going to make a new prop. I'll just take this table, copy it, and then paste it here. And then I'm going to take this table and turn it into Byte Binge statue. And the Bite Binge statue, we've got the Bite Binge statue, and then we need to do the same thing with the Sprite mask, with the Bite Binge statue. And then we need to make it big because it's not big. Well, it's pretty much the right size, but we can make it a little bigger. We'll just make it a tiny bit bigger. Oh, wait, that's wrong. Well, this needs to just be redone. There we go. Just got to make this a little bigger and we're going to be good. Bite Binge statue. Make this ×2. There we go. That's kind of too big. How about 15? There we go. Got a Bite Binge statue there. All right, and since it's an item officially, we can take it, or it's a prop, excuse me, not an item. Oh, I'm gonna make some kind of nuke. Don't worry, there'll be nukes. I'll do it. I promise. Anyway, right now we're not there yet. We're at the Bite Binge statue. So we're looking at it. It's not metal. It is breakable. It is 300 pounds at least, probably actually 500 pounds. The real Bite Binge is 300 pounds. That's a two-handed pickup if you can even do it. The flammable, no, it's not flammable. Time to fully spread, nothing about that. That won't even work. None of that'll work. None of this will work. Prop health, it's going to be 500. And then we've got shattered piece count. Let's make it 13 pieces. The shattered sprite is going to be the same as the Bite Binge one, so it should be... Let me look at the table really quick. I think it writes it on its own. I'm pretty sure. Table. Yeah, it doesn't show this. So none of this happens, but the fire has to be on there if you want it to be fire, which we're not going to do. And then the shatter sound has to be different. So where's my Bite Binge statue? There it is. Let's make the shatter sound something different. Let's make it stone. Or rock, break. That's probably it. Rock, destroy, yeah, that'll do. And so with the Uzi now, I should be able to break the Bite Binge statue. And it should destroy. Just like that. I just brought it from an image into a destroyable object in game in a couple minutes. So let's do this. Here we go. Hopefully my Uzi will be correct. I haven't got the shotgun in game yet. Or maybe I do and I don't know it. But I haven't gotten the shotgun set up, so it's gonna be garb. Cheers. Oh, that's a tiny little shotgun. Where's my Uzi? Oh, I'm holding it. Okay, close the inspector. All right. Oh, wow, he lived. The Bite Binge statue did not properly turn into its pieces like it should have. So that tells me that, once again, this table probably does have something going on that I did not see in the inspector. Wood break. I mean, there's got to be somewhere else where table is in there. And then the phone is also one of those. Let me see the phone. Breakable. 4, and there's nothing in here. Slice original Sprite, use jagged cuts. That's important. Did I do that with Byte Binge? Yeah, I did. I'm going to look again and just see. What's good, Kuso Games? I am working on major physics improvements to this, where things shatter and burn and do awesome shit, and I'm making new items. But my Byte Binge statue isn't breaking like it should, which it should be just a one-click thing to get it to break, so I'm disappointed right now, because that was supposed to be very quick. All right, so anyway, Mr. Kuso, I'm gonna shoot these up and they're gonna break. I will hit that phone eventually. That if I hit the katana, it's gonna ricochet back at me. I gotta watch out. I'm gonna kill him. And then we'll get this. There, I got the phone killed. But now watch. It turned into little black squares. So I'm going to look now at what it is. And it says Byte Binge Statue Shard 1 right here. I'm going to look in the inspector and see what it is and what's wrong with it. And I will fix it. So this is Byte Binge Statue Shard 1. It is sprite lit default, which may be a problem, may not. I think it probably is a problem. And there's no sprite assigned. When we look at the Telephone Verano piece, this doesn't have a sprite either. All right, so something's different about this statue. I'm going to get some help. So is there some kind of Veroni piece I have to check in the Byte Binge statue that I just missed? I mean, it's too late. The Byte Binge statue is gone. All right, let's continue making the shotgun while we try to get this sorted out. Stop, and we're gonna make that shotgun. It's tiny right now. That's unacceptable. So shotgun's here. Get the inspector back, and this shotgun is going to be moved, and it needs to have its sprite mask fixed. So sawed off. There it is. That's a sawed off shotgun. It is a little small. We're going to call it 1.2 or something like that. Or not that. We're going to call it 6. That's reasonable. So there's our shotgun. And we will now set that shotgun with a new ability, which we will already have here. And we'll put it here and double click it. And now we should be able to do it. So I want a spread angle of 7. Bullets per shot, 10. Let's make the bullet damage be 10. And then no fire rate. And we should change the shell to a shotgun shell. Why not have a shotgun shell? Prefabs only, that's part of the reason. So I'd need to make the shotgun shell into a prefab in order to make that work. Well, let's go back and look at it more. We'll use the other one for now. I'll deal with that later. I want to make it okay, we still need to set the magazine size, which is 1. So we need the cooldown to be longer. None. I think that we need to do the same thing on the Uzi. The gun slide animation needs to be off. Good, okay. Back to the sawed off. Reset that. Oh, I have to add read write to the texture of this statue. So let me go do that. Bite binge statue. Where is the statue? Could have swore I put it here, but maybe. Oh, it's got to be somewhere up behind here. I don't see it. God damn it. Makes it even more fucking difficult. Where? There it is. Where is it though? It's SFX Fire? Okay, whatever. All right. That should do it. Let's see if we can break that hoe. I forgot about that. I gotta... That would be really cool to put holes. I agree. Decals, just like with the blood, with the people, would be good for items. I agree. Oh, hey, Bite Binge. How are you doing? I've developed physics systems for this game. It's awesome. Check it out. So you've already know I've got guns, but since I made everything modular, now I should be able to try this sawed-off shotgun. It's a little tiny and not in the right position. I don't see any bullets coming out, and it's not doing the correct stuff. So that's crap. Throw that away. This one should work. This is an Uzi. So I'm going to shoot your statue now. You can see there's a statue of you over here. So I'm going to get this in, and hopefully physics will work. And your statue's broken. It's beautiful. That's a statue of you, yes. When you turn 70, let's call it that, indeed. It's just an example of how quickly I can make a destructible object. Everything now is destructible, Bite Binge. Everything. So that's great. And if you're hungry, no, my apple, I wanted to fucking eat it. It's not an apple, it's a tomato. I'm gonna eat my tomato and then I'm gonna go make some more stuff. But it should be illegal to destroy a statue of a god. I understand your point. There's something wrong with the shotgun, so I need to fix that. Sawed-off shotgun. Let's take a look. But we did get your statue to break, which is awesome. All right, so let's see here. Bullets per shot 10, spread angle 7. Yep. Bullet burst fire nothing. Fire rate nothing. This should be 1. That's the reason that I think that failed. And then we need a magazine as well. Somewhere in here is the magazine. Bullets per shot? Nope, that's magazine size 1. And where's my reload time? I guess you just have to reload. Bullet lifetime. Charge time. I guess that's what it is. It's probably going to have to be 0.7. So let's go ahead and do that and save it all. And we'll see if we can get that sawed off. It looks a little small still, and also it's in the wrong position. So I think the wrong position's more of what it is. It's still the right size. It's a sawed off, for God's sake. So We just got to get it to hold in the right spot. So we've got to make the hold offset has to change. We have to change it so that it's up here. That's where it needs to be. That should link into his hand. All right, let's try again. See if we can get a real shotgun to happen here. Now I'm going to change the sound effects, and then I'm going to make a flamethrower. Yeah, next is a flamethrower. So here we go. Oh, that's awful. Look what I've done to this thing. It's horrible, but let's see what happens. Did 10 bullets shoot? I don't see any bullets shooting, so I think it's being blocked by itself. Yep, nothing's happening here. And that's the wrong bullet type. We're getting close, though. It needs to be a shotgun blast and all of that. And also, obviously, it needs to not be off like this. It's crazy that that offset did that much. So we need to fix it so that offset's back where it was, I guess. And take that more seriously. And then we're going to have to adjust the barrel offset live so that we can get it in the right spot. And then we will adjust it permanently. As you can see, it's a little bit low right now. It needs to go up. I don't see any bullets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix that right now. We're going to go to the shotgun, wherever it is. It should be in player one's hand. I can see it's actually not that bad. I don't know why the bullets aren't spawning correctly. Maybe it's because they're hitting each other. All right, it's shooting something. Okay, so the bullets are hitting each other. The only time it shoots is when there's one in the chamber. only one. So that's an issue. We need to raise the offset of the actual hand offset. So hold offset here. We should find out what we need it to be. I made it go that way? What a weird thing. $29 a share is not bad. I already took my short profits off of that. That is not bad. 25 I would say I'd buy it at. But honestly, I'd rather again buy something else. Perfectly aligned in one direction. X and Y, I'm not sure. Okay. It's upside down too. So hold offset. Okay, I'm either going to get there's 1 in 4 chance I'm going to get this right. I'm going to go this way. I can come right back if I want. I just want to see what happens. All right. How did that happen? I thought... How? least let's point it the right way. Ah. Oh wait, this is just resetting it because it doesn't matter unless you restart the scene. I wish this one was easier. That damn hold offset sucks. All right, so where is it now? It's awful spot. It's absolutely impossible. Okay, so we can deal with that though. Let's put it here and try it again. I may want to put it at 0 or something. I think I'm going to have to 0 it out, is what I think I'm going to have to do. Yeah. I'm going to 0 it out. Okay, I'm 0ing them out and seeing what happens. I'm sorry. If you'd have just listened to Kitboga, dude, you'd be good to go, but you didn't. All right, that's very close. That's very close. That's shooting 1. That statue should have more mass. We'll deal with those physics today. We're not gonna ignore that. Everything physically has to work before we go into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles mode. These do 10 damage apiece, so that he'll never die. This is like a BB gun right now because there's no shotgun blast, so that's kind of lame. But I want this to go down a little bit, so to make this offset just a little bit, X, if I do a minus 0.1, what happens when I throw this down? All right, set that offset, and there it is. It's perfect. Right in the hand. Oh, it did get him. Oh, 193. That would have definitely made you a fortune, wouldn't it have? That's better than the metals did. Too bad, my friend. You just didn't have the staying power, did you? It's that discipline shit. All right, we need to break your statue before we leave. Jesus, I'm going to kill myself if I hit that katana, though, it'll reflect the blade. Yeah, it's broken. Whee! Destruction. Okay, so that's good. Now we're going to make these bullets not collide with each other. So after this one, we are going to make the flamethrower. The flamethrower will catch all this crap on fire, except for Bite's statue, which will not burn. Thus making our physics system more robust every time we make a new thing. So the flamethrower's next. I just need to get this shotgun to shoot 10 shots out. Then we'll have taken care of... And I should get an M16 with a 3-round burst just to make sure that works, but I'll do that after the flamethrower. Yeah, we're going to put that statue deep in the museum of the game when it finally ends up having lore and stuff. But right now, this is my stone object that I'm using for stone physics. It's a statue of you. And I've got a wood object, it's the table. And then I have a plastic object, it's the phone. So these objects behave differently and do different things, and hopefully they will work the way that I want them to and quickly. So let's see here. We've got... We're going to try that shotgun again. Here we go. A 32-round Uzi with that extended mag shoved down there. You can see how long it is. Eventually, I do want the guns to drop their magazines when they are empty, and I think you should need to get magazines to shoot them. That will make it more realistic and a little bit more complicated to have firearms and to choose to go that route. So that'll happen. Come on. Come on, shotgun. Let's go, shotgun. All right, I've got the shotgun. It's a little bit off. I need to put that -1 on there like I did before. I must have done that in-game. All right. Let's... Oh, yeah, I've got it on 1 right now. We've got to stop it. All right, we're going to stop that. We'll do one more adjustment before we make this right. This gun is here. And it has its shotgun ability, which has... Now I'm going to put 10 bullets. There it is. Let's make the muzzle flash twice as large, making it really dramatic. And then I wanted to set that hold offset of that thing as well to the -0.1x. And that should do it. Let's do it. Here we go. We could make him turn into you. We don't have you as a character yet. We don't even have me as a character yet, although I do have a face. I don't have a prefab yet. And I need to get all these moves done before we get in there. You want to know Taekwondo from the get-go. You don't want to have to be experimented with. Although it'd probably be safer than having a sitting president there, but whatever. Anyway, let's ooh, good. I think that was 10 bullets. That was too big a spread though. I don't like that spread. Oh, that passed right through Trump. Oh, that did not pass right through Trump. He's gone. Is he coming back? Oh, he is back. They're only 10 damage each. Oof, still brutal. I think we need to change this angle. It's too wide for me. That's too wide. We need that to be a different angle. That's awesome. Well, we need to shoot the Bipin statue until it breaks. And we need to make it heavier. Oh, we broke the table. You want to know Jeet Kune Do? We can learn Jeet Kune Do too. I think we did it though. We just need to do a little bit of fine tuning on this shotgun and we're done. Let's make it a tiny bit bigger, perhaps, and then now we're going to do a 4-degree angle spread. That should be brutal. And that's more like real life. So, yeah, let's do 4-degree spread. That's more 4-degree on each side, 8 total. That's more realistic, and 8 degrees should get us across the room with a fair number of shells missing even, or pellets missing at the end. Now, I've got the bullet shell is, I mean, I'm shooting regular 50 cal bullets here now that are doing 10 damage when I should be shooting pellets. So that is something I need to deal with, but let's just try it one more time, make sure it works, and then I'm going to build the flamethrower. Here we go. I don't want to tease the flamethrower and then not do it. This is zoomed in too far. I may have screwed this up. We'll see. Okay, turn the inspector off. Give myself some frame rate. Oh, that's the wrong way. Oh no! Come back, come back. Please come back. Oh, I hate. I have to. Oh, it is back. It is back. Grabbing it. All right. Aim. Good. That looks brutal. Did not even kill it, which is realistic because they're 10 damage a shot. Definitely was able to take that out. Able to take out with a headshot. We do want that. A shotgun to the head should be a kill. So that is good. Sharp damage will come later, man. We'll do the funny stuff later after I do the real stuff. Right, we just broke that, but the Bipin statue appears to still be somewhat intact. It's flying about. You gotta give it more mass. And there's too much delay before it does its calculation. And that's something why I need to pre-calculate those vectors that get broken instead of calculating them on the spot like I'm doing. So that'll be there. Let's get the flamethrower going. Now it's time for a flamethrower. So that was a success. We got 3 new items. It's great. We can move their ass out of here. So the Uzi, good for you. Get out of here. And the Desert Eagle, good for you. Where are you at? Get out of here. You're going to be over here. And then finally, the katana, or not the sawed off. Get out of here. All right, now we need a new item. Let's get that sawed off, and we will copy and duplicate it. There it is. I've duplicated the sawed off shotgun. It is now called the flamethrower. The flamethrower needs an inspector element. We will bring it. There it is. Because it's a flamethrower, we're not going to use the shotgun ability. We're going to use the flame ability. And we are going to pull the sprite from the flamethrower, which we will use this one, and then this mask will also need to be set to the same flamethrower sprite. Okay, so we should be able to see a flamethrower, and we sure do. So that's there. Is there something overlapping it? It looks like there is. Looks like there's some bull crap there. It's like, yeah, that's the sawed off. That's what it is. So we need to grab the flamethrower itself and move it away. Yeah, that was the sawed off. So there's the flamethrower. It needs to be bigger. It's not big enough. So we'll do 9. That'll do. It's definitely the biggest one. Let's get its polygon collider reset for it. There we go. And so now we have a flamethrower. We need to... It is a gun. It is a flame rod ability on that gun. Let's double click on the flame rod ability and see what extra things we can do with this. Flame prefab is there. Flame duration is 2 right now. Speed 8, 10 per second. The flame size is 1 at the moment. We're just going to look at it and see what happens. There's some fuel. The flame sound. I need to make flame. Blazing. Yeah, this one. This is the one I want. And then the pilot light would be dope to have, but I don't have the pilot light. So then you could put it right here and just know exactly where the offset was and stuff. So we're going to have to make a pilot light effect pretty soon. Stay tuned for that. It's coming and we need to do that. But for now, let's just see if this even works at all. That's done. So this is a flamethrower. Is it saying it's a flamethrower in the inspector? Let's look at the inspector one more time. It does say flamethrower. The prefab is wrong. We're going to take this flamethrower and pop it into here. And now it's a flamethrower. It is not a whatever it was. Not sawed off anymore. And again, does it have the right? Yep, it does. As an item, it's blunt, it's metal, it's very flammable, and it does not break on throw. It should break. It should explode on throw, but we don't have explode on throw yet. So explosions are coming. They're next after we do this flamethrower. So Let's go there, and let's just see what happens when I do this. Let's just give it a one-shot, see what happens kind of shit, and then we'll work with it. I'm so happy this is so easy to deal with compared to having to paint all your own crap and stuff. Once you've got everything following the same laws, it's really nice. All right, so I've got him. He's got it. He's under my control. It's holding and pointing it. Good. It does shoot fire. It has started that on fire. It's burning it. Jesus Christ, it absolutely toasted that shit. The sound of the flamethrower does not stop, so that needs to be stopped. All right, I think I got that. So we're gonna fade that out right after the button is let go. So as soon as R2 is released, on release, we are going to fade out the sound that you just heard overbearingly going. And that's the sound of the nozzle of... Well, Trump is still alive during all of this, and yes, you are the cornerstone of his budget, which is why the Bite Binge statue is there, yes. But what we're really trying to do is burn the phone and the table and make it a good, convincing pile of ash and make it really good effects so that everything that burns is fun. It should be fun burning going on. I can't believe this thing is so cool. It already works. That's freaking crazy. I need to get it out under control and get its stream under control and make it look like it's peeing gasoline and stuff. But we are going to, I mean, you can see I've got that stuff reduced to ash and smoldering. Any object, I can set that to be able to do that, and it will work. This game is going to have a engine that allows it to destroy all objects or melt them, which would be considered destroying. We're going to deal with elemental damage in a way that is fun. And obviously you can see how we're dealing with the element of fire, and you've already seen how we deal with kinetics. It's going to be fun. We're gonna be brutal. Quentin Tarantino is gonna love it, but we have to be able to burn everything except for that statue. And right now the humans aren't flammable either. So you'll notice that flame will pass right through Trump or through Biden. It won't hit them at all. It will only hit props right now, and props are the only items that are programmed to burn at the moment. We will fix that. There are, though, damage radiuses around the fire that will burn the players if they touch it, but they will not actually catch fire. They are not considered flammable at this time. I think that their clothes should be considered flammable, but I don't have a clothes system yet, so that's why we're not doing that. This looks like it's more complicated than I thought it was. I don't want to. I think this might be a horrible mistake. I hate it when this happens. We're going to find out. I think it's going the wrong direction with this. I should have committed before I did this request. I could stop while I'm behind, but I don't know what the result is, and we've gone too far now. Yeah, it made a mistake. I'm gonna stop it. So I'm not even gonna test. It freaking did something where it tried to deactivate the sound of all the fire that was burning. I don't want it to do that, so it's not what I want. We're gonna do it again. It is a good idea, Bite Binge, about the Beetlejuice thing. We can make a statue of anyone that does that. As long as the chat mentions them, they will break free and their character will enter the scene. But until then, they're just a stupid statue and the AI can break them. That would be quite a good mechanic. I like it. It's smart. Smart shit. Mm. Delicious and nutritious. It's the exact medicine that I need to get all of this to work. It's going to be so cool when I have all this shit working. I can't believe I got metal reflections working and that shit burns. I can't believe this sound is so complicated. Why is this one sound so complicated? Jesus Christ. I mean, fuck it. We don't even need that sound. Yeah, I need to get proper flamethrower sounds generated and proper sound effects generated overnight with the sound effect generator and get 50 of each of them so that I can cycle through them randomly the way that they should be done. All right, we're about to burn. Oh, come on, it's still going. All right, we're gonna try it. I'm on the internet, you know. Love you, Yoon. Glad to see you're back. I hope you had a good time. Excellent. All right, we're gonna give this a shot. It's off beyond reason. I'm stopping it. Good God, it just did something. That is correct. But we shouldn't have any sound after it burns out. Oh. Maybe it is. It's still, I hear that sound. It's not stopping. It's too loud. Okay, obviously that's not working. Hello, Zernish, and also Hack the Doc. Oh, damn, I got rated. What is up? I am making a game. It is a fantastic venture into the science of what AI is possible of doing. Right now, I'm giving movesets to the characters and playing with the PlayStation controller, so I don't have the AI in control of them. They're not talking or arguing with each other or anything. Is my sound level crazy? Really? I'm not playing any sound other than my voice. I guess you might need to turn it down. I don't know. This is what everybody tells me to put the stupid sound to. And, oh, the burning fire. Yeah, I see. That was definitely wrong. Yeah, I'm trying to get that fixed. So, once I've got that fixed, then all of my physics stuff will be in order, which will be great. So, hopefully this will... Alright, we're going to give this a shot. Hopefully this will work. I've set that sound effect to fade out after 4 seconds. So it should work. And we should see the stuff burn. And then I will make something explode. So physics are what I'm working on right now. We've got items that can break. They'll break into pieces on their own. No matter what the item is, it'll just do it, which is cool. We've got 3 items that'll break, 2 that'll burn, and then when they burn, they also break into these ashes, and we're hopefully going to get a good experience without it sounding too insane. It will sound pretty hot when it's absolutely burning out the ass, When it fades out, it should fade out very nicely. Come on, you piece of crap. Let's go. Okay. I've got control of him right now. So I'm going to throw one stream of fire out, and it should catch this table on fire, and we should only hear the table be on fire. All right, as soon as I stopped aiming, it actually quit that sound, and now it's just the sound of fire, which is good. I'm pretty sure if I stood on that, it would burn my legs off. I should check next time. That's the effect we're looking for. All right, and if I do this to Trump, nothing. No damage. No damage to bite. Just the sound effect. So if I throw this at oh, it's stuck right into him. Because it is metal is true. I need to fix it so that it is sharp or something like that. Now he's got a flamethrower stuck in his stomach. But anyway, we need to break that bite binge statue. So let's just get the Uzi out and get it done. That was a little much. I want to try to reduce the delay of the breaking of the item. Some items break right away, some don't, but I think we can preload all of the calculations for every item and have them stored on the drive. And we should instantiate those calculations when we create the new prop. That way we don't have to load it and calculate it newly every time. That's my solution for that. Hopefully it'll work. What a bunch of destruction. That's awesome. This is wild. I am wildly happy with how good this has turned out. Let me just one more time show you guys that these items will break as well. They don't have to burn. They can break. And we saw the bite binge statue break, but the table can break and so can the phone. Okay, I'm going to throw this item down, and then I'm going to go get the Desert Eagle. Good high damage item. I'm just going to jump over all this shit. Point it at the phone. Boom. Down. Cracked. That's what I'm talking about. And right now it's differently cracked every time. I'm going to just make it so that it cracks the same way every time, so that it does not have such a delay when it gets cracked. Because when these items, like, look at, you saw the delay there. That's not acceptable. We don't want it to delay when it cracks. We just want it to crack. So if I can't either make that routines faster to do it live like that, or preload it, then I don't know what to do. Sorry, Trump, you're in the way. Bye. All right. Anyway, bite binge right in the head. We need to make him heavy somehow. Mass is a thing we are not actually properly dealing with in this game. That rock should definitely take down 7 shots. I love it. We're going to have real clips in inventory. All this stuff is going to be awesome. Got to... I love how his head rolled off. This is such a success. I can't believe that it burns. It burns, you guys. So let me just show you something. How easy is it for me to make something burn? You may wonder. Let's just look at that bite binge statue. And I'm going to make it burn. I'm going to turn it into burnable rock. Bite binge statue, where are you? There you are. Go to the inspector window. I should be able to go to the prop area and just tell it that it is flammable. And that should do it. And we can make the fire instance a bunch too. We can make it really light up. So let's make it 6 pieces of fire on this so that he can get burned. And we will, that's it. That's all we're going to do. Close the inspector and run it and see if we can get Bite Binge's statue to burn this time. We should see. I should try to shoot the burning table into Trump and burn him to death, because it'd be hard to burn him to death right now, because he has to move into the fire in order for that to happen. He's not going to do that. So I haven't even tested the burning damage. We should do that this time. We should just let Biden jump in there. I'll do it. All right, pick this up. Burn. So cool. I should be able to walk right past that without colliding. Yep. It's just ash. It's just ash. This is going to be fun, and it eventually will stop smoking and leave. Yeah, I know. I've got physics, man. Everything can have physics now. All props have all these qualities, man. I'm telling you, it's the best idea. Like, every prop has... You can't see one anymore. They're all gone because I killed them all. Every prop has this stuff in it. Where is this prop? The telephone. That's a prop. All right, so... inspector. Every prop has this prop script in it, which has all this crap. And anytime it's clicked of is flammable, it is capable of being lit on fire and broken, and that whole scene happens. And anytime it says is breakable, which is this one, you can reduce its hit points, which are somewhere in here. And if its hit points go to 0, it breaks. So pretty good shit. And then obviously there's other stuff that make it invincible to kinetic attacks, like the metal one, and other stuff that's pretty cool. This metal one will make it reflect gunshots and stuff, so always nice. But that fire instance count on that telephone is heavy. It's a lot of damage. Well, now I need to make something explode, don't I? So that's going to be the next thing. All right, I need to get an explosion sound, and I need to make a frag grenade. All right, we're gonna make these brutal. So, hey, Teacup, the okay, so that's a good point. We don't have body damage physics happening yet. That's only happening from the fist and the feet objects. So if Trump was to smash into a table, the table right now would just move. It wouldn't take damage. It should take damage. We will change that, but that's not what happens now. Right now, kinetic damage done to any object will break it if it's breakable. And later we will make the body do kinetic damage when it is in a state of motion that is over a certain velocity. So like say if the body's moving greater than 5 miles an hour in this fake world, then it will cause damage to structures and things. And if that structure has not enough hit points to sustain that damage, it won't be able to block you and it will break. That'll be how we handle that. But right now I'm making a frag grenade. So a frag grenade has several elements. The first thing that it has is the explosion itself, and that's got a radius from the center where this grenade is to the outside of it. And the closer you are to that explosion radius, the more damage the explosion does to you. The explosion does heat damage and fire damage. It does not do kinetic damage. There's a second form of damage that comes from every grenade that I've ever heard of, and that's kinetic damage. It comes from shards of the grenade that fly off into the air in all directions. That's also known as shrapnel. So there's going to be two different elements to the grenade explosion. There's going to be the impact force of the explosion that will dissipate exponentially from the center of the explosion radius. And then there will be the shards, which will go at various vectors from the explosion point outward, causing impact damage, much like a bullet would. So all of that is going to get wrapped up with the 3-second timer and apparently the regular throw animation, hopefully, with this new grenade type item. And you see, okay, the orders are in, just as I explained them to you, to Claude. I'll show you over here. There he is. Or she or it. I guess it's it. So I've given the frag grenade instructions here. I've already got the grenade object here. I don't have it as a prefab though, so I should probably do that. I'm gonna change the ninja star into a grenade. Where's the ninja star? Shuriken. There it is. I'm gonna duplicate the shuriken and turn it into a hand grenade. I'm going to call it a frag grenade. All right, there we go. And we turn it on in the inspector so that it's on. And we may as well get it fixed right away. So let's get it turned into an actual grenade. There we go. And we'll change its sprite mask to be the grenade. There we go. And now it looks like a grenade, and it smells like a grenade, but it isn't one yet until I go to prefabs and drag it in there like this. Now it's a grenade, and if I go back to the inspector, now it says it's a grenade. So that's great. We've got a grenade. Is it in the scene? Sure is. It's right there. There it is. It looks pretty good. I like the size of it. So we're going to put that over here. And it used to be a ninja star, so it still has the wrong colliders on it. And we're going to just bring that inspector right back into view and go to the collider and get it fixed. There we go. Now it's correct. And we'll close the inspector. Well, we have a grenade, and hopefully when we get through whatever changes Claude is trying to make, which I can't see because I'm doing that other crap, then there won't be build errors, and I'll be able to do whatever it decides we want to do here. It is time for one more beer. It is. It's time. It's time for one more, guys. I'm getting out there and making it happen. Dun, 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 dun. It could. We're not going to make it stick. We're going to make it not be having those qualities. The Ninja Star does stick, though. We'll have sticky grenades eventually. We're going to have all kinds of armaments of every variety. But we have to teach the game to make it so easy to make these armaments that it has to take like a minute to make one. Otherwise, we can't ask the AI to do it, the task. We have to be able to ask the AI to create the armament eventually, which is why I'm trying to show you how easy it is now to make guns. I made it easy enough for the AI to be able to make guns. So we need to make everything easy enough for the AI to be able to do it. Then we can make whatever the F we want, which is what the point is. And again, if you want things to work a certain way and you're making the game, you get to do that. I want freaking everything to be destructible. It's done. Everything's destructible. I want everything to follow the same physics rules and for everything to be generatable by the AI. So everything's going to be fucking generatable by the AI, guys. That's what's going to happen because it's what I want. You get what you want when you're the developer. That's the best part. You get whatever the F you want. Nobody can say shit. So delicious. This is the taste of freedom, boys and girls. The taste of freedom. And I mean that. I'm doing the work that I want to do. All right. Let's see here. It's telling me all this crap. Grenade effect. Okay, so there's a grenade setup tool. Yuck. I can convert any game object into a grenade. It's going to add crap to it. All right, well, we'll try it. I've already got a grenade, so let's try this. Let's try making this grenade into a grenade with its fucking tool that it made. All right, I am going to need a couple of tools to do this according to this AI. So the first tool is the grenade setup tool. I think I want to do the shrapnel prefab creator first. Shrapnel. God damn it. I don't even know where this would be. Editor? Really? You think so? Create shrapnel prefab. There it is. Okay. it has been created. Now I can use that. Let's get the grenade setup tool going. Where is that? Is that under G? It's not. It's not called grenade setup. Setup grenade item. That's what it's called. All right, so now I need to look at the inspector. There's the grenade effect. That needs the shrapnel. All right, I thought we made shrapnel, but apparently it didn't work. There's an effect prefab I need, a shrapnel prefab, a sound that I need. I don't have any of this. What am I really supposed to do here is... didn't make the thing, or it's just not here. Not quite right. That's dynamite. It's unfortunate. Too far away sounding. It's close. I like that. I'm doing that. Good. At least it's going to explode with a sound that explodes. And we need this shrapnel prefab now that it said it was going to make for me. Where is it? Shrapnel shard at assets prefabs dot shrapnel shard. There it is. That's a shrapnel shard right there. That's a lot of damage. I mean, an explosion effect. Radius damage and shrapnel damage. Where is the radius? That's a big radius. I would assume that radius would be less than this. Explosion radius. Let's try 4. Yeah, that's closer. Let's do 3. That should be the amount. I don't even know about that. I would say 2.5. That is the explosion damage, but the shrapnel might get you from there. I think that's reasonable. And also that damage has a range. So the minimum damage is 20 at the edge of that, and the maximum damage from the explosion is 100, which is enough to kill you. So I think that is fair. Plus there's shrapnel coming at you, so it's very likely you're gonna die if that thing's next to you. And it's gonna tear your legs up and shit. It's just like it should be, I think. That's what we're gonna do there. There it is. There must be some kind of build there. Yeah, there is. It's that light 2D asset. Hold on, let me fix it. Then this'll work. Should make the holy hand grenade. It's just like Worms. This game reminds me of Worms a lot. All these weapons are from Worms. I think Team 17 would be proud of what I'm doing here. Ah, yes. There's so many good things about this, though. Like, my imagination is it's there. That's the limit at this point of what's going to be able to happen. We're so close to that bowl being gone, it's not even funny. But we need to get a little bit more of this physics shit under wraps, and then we will have it. That does include putting some more decals into play. We need to have some bullet holes and things for structures that don't bleed. That way that bite thing can get riddled with bullet holes. It's important. It's an important part of today's breakfast. And fuse delay 3. The holy hand grenade needs to do like 150 damage, and it needs to also go hallelujah before it explodes. It's not sharp. And yeah, I'd say it's flammable, kinda. It's really not flammable, actually. It's doesn't break on pro. Okay. I think we have the items set correctly. I think we've got this set correctly. We'll see what happens. It's our first shot with the grenade. I don't think it's going to work, but we'll see. Do I have a grenade in my hand right now? I think I do. I do. Let's throw it. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, that didn't do anything. It was something. That was something. It kind of worked, kind of. It definitely didn't do enough damage to anything. All right, we need to change those textures so that they will look more like smoke and flame and whatever else. And we need to make sure the damage is also done to props, and that also that the flame damage is done near the epicenter. There's a lot going on here, so we got to do it right. Obviously, the purple is the primary thing we want to deal with here. No, it wasn't. Boot failure, that was a failure of that test. I can't even tell what happened there. And yeah, it definitely was not what we were looking for. So a lot to do, but the first thing I need to do is get it so I can see. And those purple squares indicated to me that there were no textures assigned to any of the particles that are coming out of the explosion effect that happened. So they need to have textures assigned to them. All right, we're going to do it again. This time we're going to assign the textures correctly. And we will get it figured out. I guarantee that there's probably the hold offset doing what's happening with the origin of the explosion. If we set the hold offset to 0, we should be good to go with that, I think. That's what I think it is anyway. We'll see. Create explosion effect. Oh, you forgot to compile? Okay. Let's go. It definitely didn't kill him, which it should have. And that's pretty gruesome. And it did not apply those textures. That one was in the right spot, though. We don't want that to be a sticky grenade either. So I'm wondering if there's something I can do now to fix that I didn't see in the inspector window. It'd be under the regular item stuff. Is blunt doesn't do it. See, all this other crap. I guess there's nothing there to stop that. I need to make it so that it does a bounce off attack instead and doesn't embed. So we'll do that after we get it to explode correctly. I want another grenade. I want 2 of them. Because they're fun. All right. I'll put the other one over here. We'll get it later. So yum. Okay. You could definitely make a fire grenade. I'm going to make the regular grenade catch stuff on fire that's flammable at a certain radius. So we're going to do that after we get it working here with regular physics. And then that will catch the phone on fire and the table on fire if I throw it at them, which will be what I want to do. Oh god, the other one just exploded for no reason, and I already know that it's not going to go well. Oh, no. And that one also did not explode in the right spot. Gotta have a gasoline can with liquid that catches fire. We have to have that. That's what we have to have. But we gotta do one thing at a time. Like if the grenade right now is not working, gotta get the grenade to work. Then we can have all explosives work. So this one works, it'll all work. So it's just we're doing all these different types of damage now that have to be done. And there's a bunch of them. There's ice and freaking we don't have to do that now. There's electricity. We should do that now. There's acid damage that should be done now. There's like gotta be like either poison or radioactive or both. Could both be the same thing, I think. You don't have to be that detailed. And yeah, we got to get all that physical stuff taken care of so that the environment handles all these different things. Like just turning stuff blue isn't enough for ice. It's got to like grow icicles and shit when it gets hit with ice stuff. And when stuff gets hit with electricity, it has to stop working if it's electric. And it has to stun your ass. Kind of a cattle prod. Like, psst. When the electricity happens, I do want the skeleton to show up of the character, the actual skeleton. I want it to be under there. I want to overlay an actual skeleton underneath these guys that shows up when the electricity happens. That's gonna come. It'll be funny. Ass loads of logging happening now to get through this grenade problem. I wish I could test the game right now, but I can't touch it. That's the crap part. I can listen to pre-generated music, but I haven't made any new shit. I need to do that. Tomorrow's Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day. I don't like war, but I still am thankful that other people are doing that instead of me. So thanks to all y'all that are doing that instead of me. And I get to program all day tomorrow because it's Veterans Day. I don't have to go to work. So I'm going to be up from the fucking giddity git of like 8 o'clock tomorrow. And we will be riding hard down the path of all this shit getting done. If we don't get it done today. Although obviously I'm going to be here for a little while longer here now. It's going to be a big, long dev day tomorrow because it's all mine. And I don't take Veterans Day off. I bear arms on my game. And that's what I'm going to do. Perhaps I can put a Tomahawk missile in to show my patriotism. That would be wild if I put a fucking Tomahawk in here. It would be so big, though, it would take up the whole bowl. Okay. I think we are going to have a bunch of logs. Let's get a bunch of grenade effects going. That grenade is like going to blow up in 3 seconds because it's on the ground for whatever reason. And that's a problem. I didn't fix that. But we'll see if we get a purple explosion or not. Oh, I need to stop it. Hmm. We're gonna stop it. Oh, it's gray now. That's different. But anyway, we need to redo it. So try again. I love the sound. Hey, that looks better. Okay. Let's see what happens when I throw it. Throwing it down this time. It explodes where I was, and it's way too long of an effect. The effect is too long, but at least it works. Looks kind of cool. It needs to be faster. All right, let's save this. You can see there's been a lot of great times during all of this physics stuff. It's fire, fiery fire. Anyway, let's do more physics stuff. Let's address the fact that it's not. A10 could be something. That's what Battlefield had. You could get in there and pepper the crap out of everything. But I think you'd have to be in the A10. Like, we'd have to have an A10 simulation where the A10's all there was on the screen, and then you just see the background of clouds flying by the windows and shit. And you'd have to go to the thing and you could look, and then you'd see something below, and you could aim from above, and it would just mow them down. And then you'd be back up there and got your captain telling you that you fucked up the mission and that now you've got lawsuits coming in and that you're gonna have to run away from the law, and then you land and you end up murdering that guy because you don't want him to tell on you. That's the kind of scenarios we want to make. We just want to tell stories. I think we could do that. Like, it shouldn't be hard once we get to the end. Okay. The grenade was saving the contact point where it first hit something, then started the fuse, then it exploded. But that old contact point's where it is. So we should do this again. And I think the other one's still going to explode. I don't have it so that it doesn't explode until it's picked up. That's an issue too. It's got a 3-second fuse the second it's on the ground. If it's not in your hand, which is like a real grenade, I guess, but Very interesting. All right. Good. There's no shrapnel damage. That also should have blown the table up. Okay. My dream, which I don't know if I'm ever going to achieve this boot failure, is that while you're playing, you're going to say something like I'm going to the FBI headquarters in Seattle, and then you leave the screen and you appear in the place that you said you were going to go. That's what it's supposed to do when it's all said and done.
そのバイト何
Oh, you just saw the Bite Binge statue that I
ス
made?
タチューね。誰作ったの
I made it, of
あ、
course.
もちろんか。
Yeah. It's disrespectful, but I can break it. And it makes a nice crushing sound of stone breaking when it happens.
And it's a stone so it doesn't burn.
It doesn't burn unless I check the box to make it burn. Yeah. It's cool.
Doesn't bleed.
It doesn't bleed at all. No. It bounces around though like it doesn't have any weight because I didn't put enough mass on it. So there's things I have to do. There's a list. It's a long list. Yes, Kaio definitely noticed the Bite Binge statue right away. That was the first and most glaring difference between this development stream and most of them. Okay, let's try the grenade again. See, I'm hoping that this grenade will do so much damage that you're gonna get hurt. God damn it. That you're gonna get hurt if you do it in the bowl. Because the shrapnel from a grenade, something should hit you. You should take at least 20 damage. And then the person next to it should be shredded up and messed up. That's what should happen. All body parts should take the damage from the explosion radius, and they should be rocketed from the place at a significant amount of ragdoll. And they should not have control to do anything. They should have a 2-second cooldown on all abilities. Okay, we'll see what happens. Let's go. I can't wait to make this beat 'em up levels for me at least to play so that I can play this and just blow shit up over and over again and shoot things because it's fun. This mechanics in this are fun. They're fun to use. I like using the controller. I never expected I'd like playing the controller aspect of this game as much as I'd like watching the AI, but I do. Damn, I might have a null reference. Nope, I guess not. Okay. Oh, it's not supposed to do that. Oh! That was awesome! Oh, I loved that. He's still alive, though. His feet are blown off. The shrapnel wrecked him. It wrecked him. We are getting there. Okay, we need to make a little bit of the rules a little more clear. That should have been a kill. We don't want it to embed. There's a bunch of stuff we got to do. I don't know if I want to deal with that embedding bug now. We're so close to, but I think I do. I don't want to embed grenades ever again. All right, I'm taking care of this bug. It's getting taken care of right now. And then that bug won't happen anymore. And then that was a great explosion. We just needed to do more damage and it to be more brutal than that. That was already brutal. But it needs to be bad. All right, I'll get off of here. All right, y'all. Unfortunately, I need to get off in the next like 10, not 10, excuse me, like the next 2 minutes. As soon as this is done, I need to version control up and check it one last time and be finished. All right, let's see. All right, so we need to check this grenade. I don't think it is sharp, but I'm going to make sure it doesn't. Oh, God. And then I know it's not going to kill him, but it should knock into him, do damage from knocking into him, and then it should blow up. It's our last test, guys. We'll see how this goes. See if I got the embedding to stop. I got that bug out, and then we can blow his legs off and... Oof. That's too long. All right, I'm going to throw it. Oh, it hit his head, but it did not. That was cool. That blew that bite bench statue there, too. It's too bad I'm out. One more. If I go next to this grenade, it should F me up really bad. So I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to throw it at him. It bounced right off him, which is what I want. It did damage because it's metal, but it didn't embed. Just imagine all this mechanics with a story and stuff happening. It's coming. Oof. I almost got hurt, but I didn't. Oh no. That was cool, but didn't damage him, but it definitely blew that statue away. That's too awesome. I'm going to stop. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your evening here. This was unbelievable progress today. I'm going to save this. Like, look at all that's been done. I'm going to take this and say, explosions. So we went from not having any physics at all to having breakable objects, burnable objects, and explosions. So, yeah, I'd say I'll hang my head up high there today. That's for sure. All right. Peace, y'all. Peace. I will. I'll keep it up. Tomorrow I'm all